Hello again everybody and welcome back to Flight Simulator X Gold Edition. Today we're going to be playing the next mission on the list, and that is the Swedish Championship Soaring course. Yes, it is a glider mission. Make your way around a real world championship soaring course near Eskilstuna, Sweden. Estimated time to complete is 1 hour. I think it's a glider mission because it says going around a course, but I can only assume you are doing a glider. A glider thing. Now, I'm gonna have to try and remember how to fly a glider, because I think the takeoff and everything will be okay, like being towed. But I don't know if I'll be able to find those, things of warm air myself, because they're all marked out last time. Unless they are still there, unless it's still marked in the missions, I don't know. Oh well. But yeah, we'll go into the mission, guys. We'll see how it goes. So I'll see you in the mission, guys. Hello, everybody. Oh my lord!
Zulu 8, the start line is now open.
I've turned mouse yoke on, by the way, but Jesus Christ, I was expecting to, start in the air. Sorry, start on the ground and get towed. I suppose that might make it a little easier. I forgot to show the briefing, by the way. This is a just for fun mission. So, I can hear the glider beeping. I don't know if that means we're in the places of hot air or the rising air, sorry.
Nice start. A little easier without a crown, huh? Have a good flight, and remember, stay below 9,500 feet to avoid controlled airspace. I'll see you back at the airport.
Below 9,500 feet, right you are. So we're in Sweden here, and we're flying towards Orvingeka. Orvingeka. That's interesting. I'm trying to keep those beeps going, because remember correctly that means you are in rising air. I remember the ridge lifts and everything from the tutorial, but I don't see any ridges. It looks very, very flat and, grasslandy around this area. It just seems to be complete nothingness, really, doesn't it? I'm trying to do a few turns here and there, you know what I mean, to see if we can get the altitude up a bit. I do have a bad feeling about this though, because I'm not good with gliders. Far from, in fact. I'm trying to remember how many types of lift there were. I think there was one where you went around in circles. There was obviously the ridge lift. Wasn't there one where you could just go up and down as well? Holy hell, that's some big lift. But just goes away eventually, and in fact you'll probably gradually get lower if you do that. I'm just trying to consistently keep a bit of lift so we keep on rising. Seems to be working quite well, this. Seems to be wearing off though, unfortunately. Oh, damn it. Oh well. Suppose you can only glide or rise for so long before you stop, really, can't you? I do hope there's a lot of warm rising air here. I can't remember if the air even has to be warm, to be honest, but... The timer on the top of the screen is quite useful because it'll let me know when I should probably be splitting the video. Because I tend to try to split videos whenever it gets to about 20-25 minutes into the video, you know what I mean? And to be honest, that timer will certainly help me judge, you know, how long I've been going and such. Well, say help me judge, it'll tell me how long I've been going, so... I'm trying to balance out speed and altitude here, because I want to go reasonably fast, but... I'll just take a quick pause here. I just want to check if we have any specific objectives. Oh, frickin' hell, what the hell's this all about? Where's the buttons for the... Oh, there they are. We don't really have a brief... all it is sailing a course. There isn't actually really any objectives, particularly. So we'll just go back to the... Oh god, no, we don't want that one, do we? We want that one. Excellent. Okay, we can continue on now. Honestly, on this glider, you probably would continue rising, but you get so slow that you just can't honestly rise anymore. So yeah, again, you really have to try and balance it all out, you know, balance the speed and the altitude out. And that's certainly not easy. I mean, look, he just completely ran out of speed there. Just try and keep a very gradual lift and not go straight for it. Maybe that'll make it last longer. Or not. About just under 15 miles from Orvingeka now. Whatever Orvingeka is. Sounds like the name of a Viking king or something. Old Orvingeka. Really isn't easy to keep this glider up, you know. I'm considering doing maybe a circle or something. I'll do a circle. See if that increases the altitude any. No. Overall, it's actually made us go lower, so that really wasn't the best idea. Fortunately, we just don't have the speed, really. That is the very harsh reality of being in a glider. You can't just do what you want at the end of the day. You really have to, because you have no engines. So you can't just say, "Oh, press F4 and be done with this." Yeah, you really have to be disciplined with your flying. And again, I will say this: I'm not sure, you know, exactly how I'm going to be able to get this glider, you know, rising, you know, to increase the altitude properly. Because in the tutorials, all the areas with rising air, they're all marked out. All the little twirly things. This mission doesn't actually have the rising air points marked out properly, so unfortunately we can't really do it. Well, we can if we can actually find a place which actually has proper rising air, but I don't know how to, you know, judge what place has proper rising air, unless maybe that giant patch of brownish thing over there, maybe that has rising air, I don't know. It's always it's really hard to tell, because I think he said that it was generally concrete, you know, concrete usually has a lot of rising air, but
Zero 08, ground 2 here. According to the GPS, we're in position right under the V Vingerka turn point and all set up for the shoot. We'll be looking for you.
Good. Oh, it's pronounced Vinica. Oh, okay, I see. I think there's a bit of rising air here. So I'll do a turn. Yeah, you can tell because we're not really going up. You know the glides are not actually facing up, but we're still ascending. So this must be a bit of rising air. Awesome, yes. I'm liking this. Liking this a lot. Whew. Thank God we actually found somewhere. I never thought we were going to be honest. We're still ascending, still ascending. Oh, good grief. I'll start turning to the left now. Oh, wow, this is massive. There's a lot of rising air here. Let's see if we can get to maybe about 5,000 feet, and then we can go again. Just getting too slow, unfortunately. Well, I'm not gonna lie, that bit of rising air did indeed do us a world of good there, so we'll carry on now. Yeah, we actually got it to 5,000 feet in the end using all that. Just reached 5,000 feet now, which is very good, I'd say. That groaning sound when you're descending really is depressing, isn't it? It's like, it's like the glider's sad that it's descending. But yeah, we should actually know when we hit rising air now, because we should start hearing that beeping when we're not actually pointing the glider upwards, so we'll know when we're in rising air, which is very useful, I'd say. .8 miles now to was it Vinica? Vinica? I think it was Vinica, wasn't it? We've been flying for 15 minutes, maybe a little bit more than what it says because we did actually pause, but yeah, roughly 15 minutes. I just realised the ridge lifts, those are the ones where you went up and down like this. Yeah, those were the ones, but sadly there's not really any ridges around here. So we can't really use that ridge lift technique, because while it was the technique that I was, most familiar with generally, and I considered it the easiest to use, there is no ridges. Oh yeah, honestly, it's just pure flat ground, pretty much. Just get a little bit higher. Just 7 miles to the Vinica turning point. I think she said. They said they were positioned under the turning point so they could take a photo of me or something. It did actually say that in the briefing, actually, that they'd be taking a photo. So that's all well and good. It really is amazing how these gliders just stay in the air for so long, honestly. Whoever invented these things, he really do deserve a medal. excellent, excellent work. Whew. So this is Sweden. All this grassland and stuff. Well, to be fair, you know, Sweden is, it looks like a nice place. Very, very scenic. A lot of water as well, to be fair. Oh shit, just accidentally applied the brakes. I just realised that. Remember that clicking applies the brakes when you're on mouse yoke. By the way guys, if you do intend on playing this game, and you do only have a keyboard and mouse, I would fully recommend using the mouse yoke option. To turn it on, just right click anywhere on the screen like that, and just click mouse yoke. And make sure the tick is next to it. If you do that, then mouse yoke will be activated, and you can use the mouse to steer and everything. That is, trust me, it's a lot easier than using the keyboard and the arrow keys and such. It is a lot easier. I can imagine this game would be, you know, far more interesting if you had a joystick, because Flight Simulator joystick does kind of make sense, but keyboard and mouse, it does work quite well still. I mean, if you would ask me to recommend which one to use, a joystick or a keyboard and mouse, I'd probably say a joystick. I haven't personally used a joystick with this game before. Honestly, I haven't used a joystick myself in absolutely ages. Long time since I used a joystick of any kind. It was way back, you know. It was definitely in the last decades, you know, 2000, 2010, somewhere, probably before 2005 actually. What last time I used a joystick or a gamepad on the PC or anything like that. It was actually that long ago that I used anything else other than a keyboard and mouse on a computer. I really do love gaming on the PC. I mean, for anyone wondering, I do have an Xbox myself. I'm probably going to get a PS4 to be honest, because the Xbox One looks awful. For God's sake, Microsoft, they really need to sort their ideas out. But PC gaming, it's a very happy medium for everyone, I think. I mean, I think PS3 and Xbox gamers probably would both agree that PC gaming is indeed very fun. Honestly, if you want my opinion on the console wars and stuff, I'm not gonna say that any one console is better than the other, because really they aren't. I play Xbox because I kind of prefer Xbox. I mean, I prefer Xbox. Oh my god, what's going on here? What the fuck's happening to the glider? I must start turning because I assume they've hit some serious turbulence, which might mean hot air or rising air. Yep, it looks like we've hit another patch of rising air. Awesome. So we'll do a few circles. But as I was saying, no one console is better than another. I mean, as I said, I prefer Xbox personally, but it's purely down to opinion. Okay. Like if some of your friends say that PS3 is better, you might prefer Xbox still, and vice versa as well. Obviously, it's purely down to opinion. Really? I'll do another circle. But it really is just down to opinion. A lot of my friends play PS3, honestly. I'm one of the few people, you know, among the guys that actually tend to hang around with who actually play as Xbox. But, you know, I've always played Xbox personally, well, apart from like really long time ago when I actually had a PS1. But after PS1 I bought an Xbox, then after that I bought an Xbox 360. But I'll probably be going back to PlayStation afterwards because I just seem to prefer I like the look of the PlayStation 4 a lot better, to be honest. But I'm not discouraging anyone from buying the Xbox One, because the only reason I'm not buying it is because some of the features really look bad. I mean, apparently they have changed some of the features, but the fact that Kinect is required and you can't even unplug it at any point is really a turn off. I mean, I know it doesn't seem like a big thing, but it has to be on all the time. Can you imagine how weird that's gonna feel? Like, I mean, Kinect's gonna pretty much be watching you do everything, and that is a bit weird to think about that, honestly. Anyway, we're less than a mile away now from Vinica. Once we actually hit Vinica, oh, well, no, we actually did just hit Vinica. So I think now will be the appropriate time to split the video, guys. So as I do this turn, I will split the video. I'll hopefully see you in the next episode, guys.